Everyone, welcome to another episode in this tutorial series. In this episode, what we're going to be doing for our Blooket and Scratch games, we're going to be adding the Wonderland pack, the Wonderland blooks, and when you click on the blooks, it will show up. So we go, but before we save our projects as fresh new copy, you see, there's new packs and there's a bit of changes I want to go over. Since we have the new packs, you can just take them from the assets and put the new exposition for the medieval pack to an exposition of -60, and also change these sizes right here. Same for the breakfast pack. This time do an exposition of 40, and when you add the Wonderland pack, just duplicate all the code from here, ensuring to change this script right here to set background to Wonderland. Also, don't forget the sizes, and the exposition is 140. Also, there's a new background sprite that has all of these backgrounds, so drag them in. And I'm going to give you the numbers for the Wonderland blocks. It's the same thing as the breakfast blocks, is drag in all the scripts, but change this to Wonderland right here. And make sure to switch costumes to the right one. And here are the numbers. I'm just going to scroll down. Feel free to pause the video. Be sure to add this script right here. And yeah. Also, one more change I did. I just made the blooks tab higher. I put an Y position of 80. So let's save our projects as a fresh new copy. For this is episode 5. Welcome back, guys. So first, we're going to go into how to make Blooket assets E1 of 5. And yeah, you could just get the new pack if you want and drag in the new background sprite for the last time. But this is what I'm going for. I'm going for the blooks. And all of these, also the packs, I drew myself. These are all hand-drawn. All of them right here. So let's just go steal these. And how convenient. They're already in there, but they're updated now. And for some reason it didn't load. I have no idea why Scratch does that bug. There we go. Yep. And while we're waiting for this to load, I'd like to tell you the sponsor of today's video, Blooket IQ. It's very good if you want your Blooket game to have themes. Well, not our Blooket Scratch game, but our Blooket game, it's very easy. Just install it and add it on, and boom. You have access to chat, which does not work right now, but the creators of Blooket are fixing it right away. Also, there's a lot of themes to choose from. 22 themes to choose from, like Kraken, Twilight, Mardi Gras, Christmas, even Minecraft, but there's my favorite one, which is Summer, because I like bright stuff, if you didn't tell already. And if we go into the stats, if we click on our main block, we could choose a block that is not our main block, which is amazing, but it's loading. Like, say I want to have the Blooket block, boom, there it is. So yeah, also it's a 4.8 in reviews with 760 users already, and it's fairly new. So yeah, and it's completely free, and I 100% you getting this. So yeah. So what we're going to do on how to do this, we're going to make before we start, I like to make a new sprite called, this will be useful in a future episode. And if you watch my old tutorial series, you will probably know what I'm doing. And my old tutorial series, it's going to be still up just until we hit episode 8 here. So we're just going to make a black screen right here. And we're going to make it go to 0, 0. So get a 1 green flag clicked. Forever. What am I doing? Set ghost effect to, I'll say 50. Yeah. And nice. So this is going to be useful for later in this show block. So yeah. And also useful in future. We'll get when this sprite clicks, we're going to make a new variable called blook for all sprites. And yeah, we're going to set blook to empty value right here. And also put that for the 1 green flag clicked, because that'll be very useful. Also, get an if else, get a show, and a hide, and get an equal. If blook equals empty value, then hide else show. And so, yeah, that will be this will be the black screen that shows up when you click on a block. And let's actually make it work. So, right here, the medieval blooks sprite, we're gonna get if and get 2 ands. If mouse down and touching mouse pointer and all blooks contain costume name, then set blook to costume name. And put it in this forever loop for when I start as clone. And we could drag it into these sprites right here. This Breakfast Pack sprite. And same for the Wonderland Pack sprite. And just give it a test, shall we? So we got the queen, go to market or go to blooks, click on this, and the black screen shows. Nice. Now, let's make it so the blooks actually work. So we'll get a show, a switch costume to, and we're going to do it like this. Forever switch costume to block. So yeah. And that's going to be a green flag click script. So right here, we clicked on the queen. If we show this, oh, we need to click the green flag first. Let me just make a new costume for this right here. And we'll get an if else. Get the show, in the hide. Like that. And if equal block equal empty value, and I messed up, it should be hide show. Like that. Nice. it shows when you click on it, and also it switches custom block. And to make it a bit more better, we're just gonna go to 0, 0. And one more thing, we're gonna go to the front layer in this forever loop. So yeah, that is, you know what else I want you to do? I want you to hit that subscribe button, baby. Yeah! Because we absolutely demolished 300 subs, and now we're setting sights on 400 subs. Let's go! Okay, back to putting this to the front layer. So yeah, when you click on the dragon, it goes to the front layer, and we could do that as well, I guess. And what I do is show. We could just remove that show. Nice. There's just one more thing I want to do. When this sprite clicked, set block to empty value. First, we'll just get some things. Nice. You can click anywhere and it will hide. So, yeah, that's basically it. And yes, that's another end to another episode. I hope you enjoyed this episode. It took a lot of time to make. Not really though. So yeah, also set the thumbnail if you want. That's what I'm gonna do. And what I meant that took a long time to make was these packs. And if you want to show appreciation and support, then please consider subscribing, and I'll give you a sneak peek for episode 6. Episode 6 will be adding the stats page, and also in the real Blooket, you know, this turns white when you're on, like, the backdrop, like, this should turn white, but that's also what we're gonna add. And I forgot to show you one thing. For these Wonderland blooks, this should be a repeat 11, and you can set the Y to -60. That's what I did, if you haven't already. And yeah, goodbye.